Greetings, everyone. This is the final part of the story. I, 29M, found out my partner, 28F, is pregnant with another man's baby a month before our wedding. On our relationship_advice by user obs_m8. This is an update to the first part of the story 5 months ago. Link to the first part and post in the description. Now, let's dive right into this. Long story short, I found out about an affair my ex-fiancé was having less than a month before our wedding. Full details can be found on an earlier post when I first found out. Now it has been a few months, and for those interested, I just wanted to share my healing progress and also reach out for some further advice. So with the healing, partly good, partly bad. I had made a promise to myself to not let this awful experience destroy me. I spent a lot of time in the gym and have put on significant muscle and got into good shape. I focused on my career and my child, and have started seeing people casually. After being cheated on, my self-worth and attractiveness was thrown into question. I didn't know if I was lovable. I wanted to put myself back out on the dating market to see where I stood and, my God, have the results blown me away. In the 5 months since I have been single, I have slept with 12 new people, and some of those encounters have evolved into ongoing FWB situations with some really great people. I've had some MFF threesomes with a few of these girls and have seen a cuckold couple a few times. I honestly didn't know a sex life like this was possible. A few weeks ago, I literally had sex every day of the week with someone new. It has been awesome, and I've well and truly found that I can attract women and I am lovable. Now comes the advice. After all this time, I'm still having the odd nightmare about being cheated on and finding out. I'm still very upset and mad at times. I don't yet know how to properly heal or move on from this betrayal. At first it seemed like sleeping around was the answer, to just meet new people and forget about my ex, but yeah, while it's nice, it's just a distraction from the healing work I need to do. How did you guys heal after this? I find myself opting to always keep busy, distracted to keep the pain away, but I think I just need to sit in my bed and hurt for a bit. And lastly, this whole experience has made me rethink marriage and commit relationships as a whole. Hear me out? I'm getting as much sex, attention, laughs, experiences than I could ever ask for with a single person, but with none of the fear of being cheated on, no financial risks, no arguments about the dishwasher, etc. The thought of being with just one person now just gives me such a feeling of dread. Has anyone else experienced this? Did you change over time? Capital_Genius8387 said, and what about the ex? Obs_M8 said, she has been dating another guy, but based on what my 4-year-old is saying, things aren't going well. She has been a mixture of difficult, rude, flirty, and actually cooperative. It's been a roller coaster. Her friends have all but disowned her and have asked me to hang out at some point. I've also started seeing one of her friends, casually too. Financially, she is a mess, and I think her mental health isn't too great either. Be kind, I'm new. Buttercup said, all the sex in the world is unlikely to heal you, particularly if you were truly in love with your ex. I would definitely see a therapist if it were me, to help with the trauma and also to assist you in navigating a new single dad's life. Best of luck. Obs_M8 said, thank you. I know that it won't help long term, it has for sure taken the sting out of the short term. I'm currently seeing a therapist too, which has helped, but it's too long between sessions to be ideal. Supermarket Oak 9538 said, what became about your ex-GF and her pregnancy? Did she have her child? What all happened during that time? How you and she keep your daughter? Did you cut her from your life and stop getting any contact with her except if it is about your daughter? How about her, your family and friends about that shocking news? I hope you got tons of help and support. Keep going. You have already been in a situation where many cheated partners need years to get. You will find your love again, I'm pretty sure about it. Not trying to make waves said, this. What's happening in the non-sex part of your life, Op? Obs_M8 said, she recently had surgery which I believe was to abort. She's made no mention of a child outside of her letting me know she's fucked up and fallen pregnant a second time, and I don't care to ask honestly. We are currently doing 50-50 care of our child, which has been great, and I've had her over Christmas, which was amazing. Contact-wise, she's going from crying, flirting with me, being angry, pain in the ass, or being an actual good co-parent. I've cut all contact with her outside of texting to do with our child. If it's anything else, then I just ignore it. My family and friends were disgusted in her, And in a strange change of events, I had her friends let me know that my ex finally told them what happened, and they have all but disowned her and reached out to me to ask if I wanted to have a catch-up beer, etc. Geog27 said, sleeping around is fun but isn't really helping you heal. You need therapy. Some people turn to drugs, alcohol to cope with trauma. You're using sex. Not everyone cheats. Lots of good men and women out there. Good luck. OBS_M8 said, yeah, I know that. My phone was constantly blowing up and it was hard to get anything done. I've since slowed down to seeing 3/4 girls casually. Been in therapy for a while now too. And thank you, mate. It's hard to think of trusting someone again, but I guess that will come with time. Dudeem James 1234 said, did you DNA test your daughter? OBS_M8 said, no, I didn't bother. I won't share pictures, but my kiddo has 90% of my features. First off, I wanted to say that OP is definitely using sex as a coping method to get over the cheating. Sex is nice and great and all, but it just feels good when OP needs to just do what's right. What OP does now affects what happens in the future. Don't ruin this by using sex as a coping method. You wouldn't want to have sexually transmitted diseases added to his list of problems. Focus on your daughter, OP, and talk to your therapist about finding the right tool and method to deal with infidelity. OP, you need to be the role model to your daughter when your ex-girlfriend is struggling in life. You have to step up and fill the void that her mother is struggling to do. OP needs to stop with his swinging life and focus on being a father. It's nice to know that cheaters never prosper and that OP ex-girlfriend is struggling in life. As I always said, cheating is an evil and immoral act to do. Especially when children are affected. I hope OP finds a way to deal with this trauma and to stop using sex as a method, or he'll regret this in the future.